Hello, everybody. I just need for y'all to bear with me for a quick second. I'm getting everything together, and we'll be back for the interview that y'all all wanted to see. All right, peace. Hold on.
ACP, do you see this?
If it ain't OfficialDanaJay, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Though we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Dear world, I'm writing this letter, an attempt to make things just a little better. This is about living through life's stormy weather, because the truth is that we're not gonna live forever, and that's my point. Well, let me start with my boy that's doing 15 in a joint. Man, he could hoop, but he loved the street life. Could've went pro, instead he chose the street life. He turned rapper and wrote about the street life, but still could not make it out the street life. And one day he bought a Glock. Wait, now page number 2 will take you to another block. A man and his wife can't get along, all they do is fight. Both too stubborn to apologize, and sometimes it gets so bad they hope each other die. And one day she couldn't take it no more, so she decided to run out of the door. She jumped in the car and swerved off in a rage, and baby, I'm sorry, was all over mistake. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now that my homie done bought himself a gun, he stuck up some liquor stores, now he's on the run. Do anything to avoid the police, now he's strung out on drugs and life is getting deep. To anyone, he would do anything, give him the chance and he'd steal anything. Next thing he did really screwed up his life, but first let's go back to the husband and wife. Now he's on the phone with his pastor, and she's on the phone with her mother. He tells his pastor, the woman driving me crazy, then swore up and down she's not the same lady. She says, Mama, the man has been treating me so bad ever since we found out that I couldn't have babies. Then Mama says to her, girl, hold on. Pastor says to him, be strong. Oh, we don't know what tomorrow will bring, so let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Although we don't know what tomorrow will bring, let's live today. I'm saying just in case. Now there's a warrant out for my boy's arrest, cause he done went and stabbed someone in the chest. Man, them drugs just got him breaking all of the rules now. His face is posted up and all over the news now. Meanwhile, on the other side of town, the husband and wife are starting to break down. She says to Mama, maybe I ought to call him. And Mama said, now that's the spirit. He says to Pastor, maybe I should call and say I love her. He say, I'm sure she loves to hear it. Then she gets a call on the other line. It's the doctor saying your test results came back fine. Congrats, girl, you're pregnant. Then she cries, finally a miracle sent from heaven. Now meanwhile, the other side of town, all hell done broke loose and it's going down. Cops chasing Reginald all over town. He's running every red light and driving real wild. Now meanwhile, and this ain't fiction, here is where I need y'all to pay close attention. She's so happy. She calls her husband up. He says, I'm sorry, baby, just as soon as he picks up. She says, I'm sorry too, and I got good news for you. Steve, I'm pregnant and on my way home to you. He jumps for joy, scream hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. While Reginald is still chased by police. She takes the highway, it'll get her there much faster. Reginald on the skyway, chase less than forever. With the helicopters right over his head, with the searchlights on him. Oh man, now he starts panicking. Rachel's driving, so excited she's not realizing that just a block away, a man is on the run, while the husband's at home praying for a son. And the policeman is screaming for the call. Rachel calls her husband and says, I'm getting close. He says, honey, I'm fixing up something special in the kitchen. And at the same time, Reginald makes a stupid decision. He turns down a one-way street. Then Rachel notices this car coming and yells out, Steve, out of control, a senseless mission. Next thing you know, a head-on collision. No, we don't know what tomorrow will bring us. Let's live today. I'm saying just in case.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
I know that there's more for you, more for us.
Children, rain all night long. Didn't it all, oh my Lord. Didn't it rain? Didn't it rain, children? Rain all night long. Didn't it all? Didn't it all? Oh, my Lord. Didn't it rain?
You can't run from it. You can't deny it. You can't pass it off. It's your call. God knew what he was doing. He knew who he was calling. And he He expertly and intricately detailed every aspect of your life, your being, your persona, your psyche, your physicality, everything about you, from the texture of your hair to the color of your eyes to the way that you laugh to the fingerprint on your thumb. And everything is connected to your calling. And until you walk into the fullness of the thing that you were created for, you will find yourself frustrated. You're called.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Whatever you want, whoa, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Oh, whatever you need, then nothing I won't do. Oh, whatever you want, oh, my heart belongs to you. Oh, I say whatever you need, whatever you want, yeah. Whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. I say whatever you need.
One. What's going on? Shout out to everybody that's out there. Y'all know how we do. We do it live. We do it direct. I told you it was only a matter of time before my bro come out, get himself together, and do his thing. It's only a matter of time. So let's get the formalities out the way because we got a lot to talk about today. Shout out to the Dream Team and everybody that's here. Shout out to the POVers that's looking, that's going to jump in the bushes, that's going to jump out the bushes. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody because we're going to talk about it. Let's go. Like I said, we got a lot to talk about. Like I say, shout out to the Dream Team members that's here. If you want to donate to the channel, you know, you can hit the little box at the bottom with the box that got the dollar sign. It's called a super chat. You go hit that. Hey, Kiki, what's going on? If you want to donate to me, it's the Cash App going across the screen, $ official DanaJay. Blonde 50, what's up? Mama Mary, what's going on? Giving the knot a little time to get itself together. I know it's never easy at times, especially when I'm jumping platforms like this. But I wanted to hear from my bro. I wanted y'all to hear from him. You know, cool dude, laid back, very misunderstood, just like me. So I'm gonna say that the Cash Apps and the Super Chats, that's not, you know, mandatory. But the mandatory thing is that you violate me by hitting that like button. When you violate me by hitting the like button, that's mandatory. You can subscribe if you love the commentary. You can subscribe all the time. You can also share me out if you love the commentary. If you just like the way I bring stuff, like, share, subscribe. Like what I talk about, like, share, subscribe. I had to leave that Cardi B trial to come over here for this. But that Cardi B trial had me a little crazy feeling. Like, what is she on trial for? Y'all trying to get that lady for what? I don't know. But the Knot is a good brother. Met him in New York. Met him in New York for the Diddy trial. He really means well. Cool dude. So while he get himself together, we gonna look at a little stuff, a little compilation for the Knot real quick, because the Knot crazy. The Knot crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. He crazy. He speak his mind. He don't care. And one thing we all know is that, as like I say, he's a MFing big dog. That's how we carry it. So we're going to do a little something, share a little bit until we get here, just so y'all know what y'all dealing with. I want y'all to check this out. So what I'm going to do is I got the one and only. Don't I?
What's up?
I got him on here, and yes, he was going off the other day. Yes, I said I'm walking away because I ain't know what the hell was going on. I just heard him talk about the lady coochie smell like dog water. Listen. Man, what you think about the trial, bro?
So I think this trial is pretty much one of the trial of the century. I do agree with that, just being here. And like I said a couple of weeks ago, like last week, I said the more and more this trial go, they're going to start calling in government witnesses and people to testify to other things. And people that are here for a moment are going to waver off. And people that's here for the true crime, the law, are going to keep reporting it, right, and also hold the suspects accountable and advocate for the victims, right, in their own unique way. So today, which is day 11, Fire Marshal Bill is in there to testify and to corroborate a lot of what Capricorn Clark was saying, as well as Kid Cudi and Cassie.
And Deontay is here now too.
Who?
Deontay the stylist.
Oh, nice. Yes. So we got to get going up in there. But anyways, right, later. But I'm doing this with you.
Right. So if you was a juror and today was the final day and you had to go off of what you know right now, is Diddy guilty or innocent?
Well, that's a question of law and fact. When it's a question of law, obviously if it comes in the trial court, there's some things that you have to take up on appeal.
Right.
I don't think it's right that yesterday I went in, for example, and the first thing that was mentioned was Diddy's attorneys was like they wanted to bar Capricorn from mentioning the break-in and the arson and the burglary of Kid Cudi's house and her being kidnapped in 2004, and the judge said it's admissible. So me knowing law and knowing that the statute of limitation for RICO predicate acts, it has to be within a 10-year span. And if you're testifying in front of the trier of fact that Diddy kidnapped you in 2004, the cat is out the bag. They don't know law. They don't want to deal with none of that or have anything to do with that. They don't know that Capricorn saying she was kidnapped by Diddy in 2004 is not a predicate act because of the statute of limitations bars it.
Right.
That Cassie's mother saying that Diddy embezzled her and extorted $20,000 from her in 2012. They don't know that all of that stuff, technically based on law, should not have come into this case.
Hold on. Let's pause that for a second. My girl on the stand. Let's see what she's talking about. Let's go, Cardi.
920 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills.
December.
You remember going to 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
And
you can answer it with a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know Dr. Aziz Olai, who's in that building?
No.
Do you know Miss Parsi, who's in that building?
No.
Do you know Brianne Soraya, who's in that building?
No.
Who do you know in that building?
Well, at the time, I went to see Dr. Finke. I had an appointment with him that day. So that's who I went to see that day. Do I personally know him? No.
Okay. When you went to see him, were you seeing him as a friend or as a patient?
As a patient.
Okay. And when you went to see him, it was a Saturday, correct?
Yes.
And you filled out an intake form and you signed some other documents that he would be your treating doctor, correct?
No, for that day, yes.
Yeah.
I don't live in LA. So.
I understand. You came all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, correct?
Jersey and Atlanta.
I understand. So when you went to see Dr. Finke on February 24th of 2018, when you went to see him, you went to see him as a patient, correct?
Yes.
And you got medical treatment from him, whether it was for 1 minute or an hour or longer, correct?
Mm-hmm.
How much time did you...
You need to answer yes or no.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Thank you, Your Honor. How long did you spend with the doctor that day?
I'll say about 25 to 30 minutes. Around that time. Not that much.
Wow.
And when you were there on that date with Dr. Finke, did he examine you?
Yes, he examined my baby for a little bit.
And what baby was that? What number?
Number 1.
Oh, that was the first child you ever had?
That's my first child, yes.
And you were 25 years old at the time?
Yes.
You're aware that plaintiff was the same age as you at the time?
No. No.
Besides examination, what did Dr. Finke do for you?
Objection. Assisting. We're not here for her medical care.
Yes, Your Honor. Did you keep Dr. Finke's, well, strike that. Who referred you to Dr. Finke?
I asked somebody to find me like a very upscale private doctor. So I was like, I need to go to the doctor's like tomorrow. Like I feel so weird. And they were like, we're gonna find somebody. And that's just how it goes.
When you were outside in the hallway, before you entered Dr. Finke's office, did you see this individual, Imani Ellis, in the hallway?
She was waiting for, she was right in front. As soon as the door of the elevator opened, she was waiting, I guess, for the elevator. She was going inside the elevator.
And you were coming outside of the elevator?
Yes.
Do you know approximately what time it was when this occurred?
About, I guess, like in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, around there. Yeah, 1 something.
Have you ever seen Dr. Finke either before or after February 24th of 2018?
No.
When you went to Dr. Finke's office, your security guard drove you there?
Yes.
And his name is Karan Newton?
He was my security guard. Yes.
Did you have more than one?
It depends, but he was just my main one, yes, at the time.
Did he go up with you to the medical appointment?
No, I didn't want him to know that I was going to a OBGYN. So.
You didn't want your security guard to know that?
No.
Why?
Well, first and first, I didn't want people to know that I was pregnant. Second, I was a little like, I don't want a guy that I work with to know I'm going to a vagina doctor.
Through Rula, it's easier to connect with a therapist who specializes in you.
In certain ways, yes. And for me, like by the exit, like by the door. Around there, yeah.
Hey, Grandma.
Do you remember the building?
Yes.
Do you You remember
Well,
that?
kind of. I kind of remember, but I do know that he was waiting for me by the door.
And you're talking about the lobby area where
Yes.
you take the stairs up?
Mm-hmm.
So
The
he was
lobby.
inside the building or right outside?
I don't really recall, but he was like, maybe it wasn't the inside, it wasn't the outside, but he wasn't like in, like deep in. He was like waiting for me by the door. And the door, he had it open for me to come out.
All right. So would you consider that your security guard was with you at the time, whether it was upstairs, downstairs? In your mind, would you agree that your security guard was with you at the building? Is that fair? Was your security guard with you in the lobby of the building at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard on February 24, 2018?
In the lobby, yes, when I was exiting. When I was
But
exiting.
He was in the lobby with you,
In the
right?
lobby. I can't say he was with me because we was leaving. He never went upstairs, so.
Do you know if your security guard, Karan Newton, spoke with Miss Ellis at any time that day?
He did not tell me he spoke to her at all.
Do you know if he did?
He told me he didn't. So I'm
Did
gonna
you
go with
ask
his
him?
word. No, because I was like, I told him like what happened upstairs. He was like, damn, I should have went upstairs. But he never told me that he spoke or seen her, so I wouldn't know.
You came to this courthouse with another fine gentleman security guard, correct?
Yes.
Objection, relevance, sustained.
And when you go to different places with your security guard, if an incident occurs where you're threatened, or you're injured, or anything happens,
Yes.
aren't they supposed to come help you?
Objection, relevance, sustained. Why don't we move on?
You don't have to answer. When the incident occurred, did you call your security guard or send him a text message or do anything to let your security guard who was with you know that something happened where you wanted his help?
Objection.
What's up, Mr. Libra?
Overruled.
I told him like, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened upstairs. And he was like, what happened? And I practically told him like, I'll tell you later, like when I leave. I'm like, wait for me. But I told him like, wait for me downstairs, like by the door. And that's what I told him.
If you were in any danger, would you call your security guard or would you call the police or would you call both? Or
My
do
brother
nothing?
in the building.
Sustained.
Did you feel that you were in danger on February 24th, 2018 when you were upstairs on the 5th floor?
For like those 50 seconds, yeah. After I went to my appointment and like the argument just passed me, I didn't even mind it anymore.
Did your attorney show you a photograph of Dr. Finke to refresh your recollection as to who the doctor was that you saw on that date?
Yes.
And you had a different set of attorneys before, in 2022 and 2023. Did they do the same thing?
No, they didn't.
So, do you know what's discovery?
Yes.
I'll get to it later, EJ.
Oh, honey, I don't know what that means.
What is special?
I'll get to who Bo is later.
I do not know.
What are requests for admissions? You don't know, right? Is that fair? You don't know?
No.
You do know?
No.
Okay. And when your attorney responded to the written discovery on your behalf, did he or she show you the discovery responses? Did they email you a copy of it?
I mean, I will have to see what you're asking me.
I will show it to you. May I approach you, Your Honor? You show her the discovery only? Sure. Thank you, Your Honor. Could you identify it, please? Yes. I will show it to you.
Why her eyebrows way up there?
I don't know. That's what I'm looking like. Cardi got a nice little frontal on.
Shit, my hair more laid than her wig.
So for identification purposes,
There you go.
it is form interrogatories set one dated September 30th of 2022. That's what it is? Okay, just I'm going to show you this document. You can take a look at these pages. Did your attorney show you those documents at any time in your life?
What?
That's a valid question.
I'm not quite sure. I don't think so. No. Whoa.
Any time in her life? That's not a valid question. Any time in her life?
And I'm going to show you, with the court's permission, a few responses which were drafted.
Because she's so busy. If he would have asked her the specific day, she would have been playing with him. She already playing with him.
January 17th of 2023.
Then he asked him a specific date. See what I'm saying?
We'll show you these documents as well. So you can take a look at those documents.
Why are you walking like that?
Do you
Probably got a
ever
twist up there.
remember receiving these documents from anyone, whether it was your attorney, the attorney's paralegal, a family member, anybody? Did they ever show you these documents when they responded on your behalf?
This one I saw. This one I saw.
Okay. You saw that one?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to go over it with you. On the one that you're on the right, if you can look at 12.1. You see the question, 12.1? It would be, I believe, on the 6th or 7th page. And it will ask if there are any witnesses to this incident.
Yeah. Well, can you
There's not a question for you.
point it to me?
I'm sorry?
Point
Show
it
it
to
to you?
me. Yeah. Sure.
Can I approach you on it?
Go ahead.
It's on page 5, under 12.1.
You said 6 or 7.
Did your attorney ask you if there were any witnesses to this incident?
Yes.
All right, we're going to avoid attorney-client privilege conversation.
And relevance, Your Honor, this is a discovery issue that is subject.
Not a discovery issue, Your Honor. I'm asking her question.
You're not.
If there's any
What's up?
witnesses.
Why they say Cardi look like Ronnie off of Players Club?
She do. She do.
Y'all gonna leave Ronnie alone. And she just paralyzed a bunch of y'all like 2 weeks ago.
The response. There's a response there. In the 50-page document to your left.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to it.
Right?
Sir, can you identify by page and line? I'm not sure
Sure.
what it means by showing it.
I can show it to you first if you'd like.
What do you?
I wanted her to talk about the response.
All right.
That's
Is that Ronnie on Country Wayne's Kids now?
May I read the question when I go back to
You gotta get that coin some kind of way.
It's your direct counsel.
Thank you. So first, I want to ask you if this is your signature on page 47. Is that your signature?
It could be because if it's like by electronic, that's how I sign. Like.
And the question that I showed you, 12.1, let's say, you want to read it or you want me to read it to you?
You can read it.
State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who witnessed the incident.
No, you don't put that out there.
Or the events occurring immediately before or after the incident.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the question is.
Yes.
As you
And
sit
Denot
here
don't have a
today,
YouTube. He have a Twitch. It's called Denot POV. He's done with YouTube.
Is it your testimony that Dr. Finke is a witness to the incident?
Absolutely.
He is a witness.
Yes, she knows. She was there.
Is Dr. Finke outside speaking with you?
Outside where?
On February 24th, 2018.
Outside like.
In the hallway?
Yes.
He came out of his office?
Yes.
That doctor gonna lie for Cardi, boy.
And your response in 12.1, this is what you responded with your attorney's assistance. I won't hold you 100% at fault for it. But question,
Your Honor,
I withdraw. I apologize. The response is,
He is so sloppy.
responding party incorporates by reference the preliminary statement and general objections set forth above, subject to and without waiving the foregoing objections. Responding party responds as follows. Responding party may be contacted through defendant's counsel.
Why you shouldn't care about interest rates or what the Fed is doing. I just bought this property subject
get
to,
to
which
a
means
YouTube
take
premium.
Unknown staff
Man,
slash
hell no.
employees at Cedar Sinai Medical
I'm not on YouTube,
Center,
and even I got one.
including at least
I'm
two
not
such
purchasing
persons
premium.
intervened during the incident. The discovery is continuing. Were you
Hell
at
with
Cedar
premium.
Sinai
What would you
Hospital
do? You-
or Cedar
man.
Sinai Medical Center when this incident occurred?
No.
Okay.
But to my knowledge, Dr. Finke works also for Cedar Sinai, but we wasn't for Cedar Sinai.
Is there any reason why your attorney,
No, that's
or your prior attorney, yes, sir.
We're not gonna.
This case about to get thrown out. The girl got caught in lies.
And at the time when you saw Dr. Finke, you knew his name at that time, correct?
I didn't know his name. And for a while, when I was getting asked by lawyers like his name and like the receptionist's name, I didn't know it because I saw him one time. So I kind of like just forgot about him.
But when your attorney asked you for the name for purposes of trial, then you did remember the name.
I didn't remember the name. I told him there was two witnesses, the receptionist and the doctor. I told him it was a doctor. My doctor came out at the time, the guy that checked me, and the receptionist. She knows. She was there.
I agree.
He was there.
Who knows?
The plaintiff. She knows.
I agree, Dad.
Because that's who separated. That's who separated and got in between us while we was verbally arguing.
Who got in between you?
The female receptionist, she came out first and she started like telling her like, "You're security, what are you doing?" And then that's when the doctor came out. He was like, "Go to my office." And that's when I just walked away, and that was the last of it.
Okay. And 12.1 question. 12.1 subparagraph D. State the name, address, and telephone number of each individual who you or anyone acting on your behalf claim has knowledge of the incident. You just testified that Karan Newton was downstairs in the lobby on the date of the incident. You also testified that you told him different things about the incident. What is the reason, this is the question, what is the reason you did not disclose Karan Newton's name in discovery?
Because he wasn't upstairs.
And wait for the question. What's the question?
First, it mischaracterizes the testimony, it's compound.
If he was downstairs, he had no first-hand. He don't have first-hand knowledge about what happened.
Exactly.
That's stupid. Where they get these trial lawyers from?
But she had her mama and her grandma testify. They weren't even there. So.
Your Honor.
Yeah, but why don't we? I don't know what you're trying to impeach her on because she hasn't testified to anything yet. You're saying it's impeachment, but you're not impeaching anything.
Uh-oh. The judge getting frustrated.
He been frustrated. He been over. He know this is bullshit.
Through your attorney.
Your Honor.
All right, the court's going to sustain its own 352 objection.
Yeah, he specifically asked them to stop objecting and stuff in front of the jury, and all this side and they call a sidebar, and they just doing whatever they want to do. In this case, just like one of this case is more important than ASAP Rocky trial.
Ron Newton to be a witness in this case.
No,
Sustained. Counsel, I need you to move on. This case isn't about discovery.
Uh-oh.
Right.
I want to move on to what it is about.
Uh-oh.
Is Tierra Malcolm a witness to this case?
Counsel, please.
Uh-oh.
Do you know of who the witnesses are today?
All right, we're going to take a break, folks. Why don't we take a 10-minute break? We'll resume at 3:55. In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research.
You're crazy.
Did the judge just say from now on, do your research?
Yeah, that's why this case is finna get thrown out. Honestly, you're gonna have to make a separate video out of the interview we did so that people can, like, you know what I mean, like cut it and make it a video.
Gotcha. But look, I got my brother here. All of the lies that y'all been hearing about. Oh yeah, we about to get it popping right about now. Got the bro here. All of that questions that people was trying to ask, he's here. All of the lies that people were saying, he's here. So let's go ahead and say this real quick.
Can I say something? First of all, you know, I went to my stylist and I was just like, I need a trim, and then there was a blowout, and I was like, you know what, put a little Shirley Temple curls in there. So this is for all the bald-headed bitches that can't grow no hair, and if they get a flat press, they got to go down to the root, like that girl. What's her name? Cynthia. Miss Cynthia. Yeah. So my hair is blown now and it's blowing in the wig. My hair look better than Cardi B's wig. If you ask me, you hoes is bald head, you can't get it, and y'all be the main ones that pull up to hear a pack of lies by them points that they play with. Still, how we going? Your camera's fuzzy.
My camera fuzzy?
Not anymore.
All right. I was about to say, my camera fuzzy? Hold on.
It was going in and out, but it's all cool. But yeah, this is a gag. I actually like it now. You know, I like it.
So you got a gag going on, and you got people looking crazy because they talking about, I knew it, he did it, and it's a whole play.
Yeah, it's a whole play. I mean, 48 laws of power. Law number 6: you attract attention at any cost. When people talk about you, whether good, bad, or indifference, it's still good because they're talking about you. And those very same people who pigeonhole their platform talking about me for almost a month, they are waiting for me to give them a response so that they can go live, or else they haven't been live for the past 2 days because they don't understand that I am responding to you, but you're not on the same wavelength to understand and comprehend it. And by the time I get to your wavelength, my people are going to be back to me, and those people that are for me, and etc. So, you know, right now I'm on a positive wave, but I am definitely drip feeding the packet now. I am definitely going to pack them up. They know it. They expect it. It's just I'm going to do it on my pace and on my own terms. The ball is in my court, and I'm not going to pass it unless it's to my homie, DanaJay.
I appreciate that. I mean, listen. It kills me how when you got locked up, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to go straight for the hard questions. When you got locked up, it was people like, I'm going to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
It was people like AT2.
Mm-hmm.
That was trying to get all of your pages taken down and everything. And I'm sitting back and I'm like, dude, you started with deny.
Thank you.
If he responded, then you playing victim.
That's what they do. Even all the way to the day I got arrested and people sent me the video. He'll play innocent and like he's just reporting on the news and then just dig his claws. He's a petty, insecure man that has been nibbling at me for a very long time. And I already knew I had a warrant for my arrest 4 days before I turned myself in on Sunday. And the play was to, since he always is going to nibble, the play was to do something to spark him so that he could essentially run the charge or be one of the authors in the denied as arrest narrative to keep me alive on YouTube while I'm gone. And I knew by the time I came back, their platforms would be in a position to where they would necessarily depend on me responding. And I should have, and actually did, in fact, mature to where I don't have to respond to everything that people got going on. So they fell into my play from the jump.
Facts. And it's crazy because even the little drunk Judge Yvette, I didn't know that she came after you. And I was like, hold on, you going after my brother, but
She
got a whole nother thing going on. I said, "Oh, come on, bro."
Yeah, she's the one where she get in, where she fit in. I personally feel like I did her a favor when I first came online and they first started playing with me. I reached out to her because I saw her as that's what I do. I do for content creators. If I see content creators, like shout out to the gangster granny. If you're saying something that I can get on the board, I'm not saying to create an echo chamber, but I always was like, okay, well, if people are going to talk about me regardless, who could I give somebody real estate with my name that's going to essentially be unbiased? And she was one of those people. Did it for her for free. Then the next time,
wait, you reached out to Judge Evie?
This is way back in like 2023 because I was new to the platform and at the time I didn't know the game was let's figure out who can bake the knot on their platform and on their channel, because you know that's what they do. They like for you to come to them, and I felt like she was a neutral, unbiased party all the way up until a couple of different videos later. But I had no clue she was coming after me. I didn't do anything to trigger her. 1 second she's making content saying that AT2 is obsessed with me. Then the next day she's making content saying that it's mutual and she knows the truth. So I just feel like she's one of them lonely, miserable people that will go with the wind as long as she can get some attention for herself. So she has no integrity. So I didn't expect her to come out to me.
Oh, wait a minute. You just clarified that she's nothing but a habitual drunken liar, because she said that she came after you for AT2.
But before I left, her and him was like going at it. They had a beef. So I'm not the type of person to where you can do something to me and a month later or the next day we're going to be cool. No, I see who you are and we're going to stay there. And I think a lot of people on YouTube are used to disrespecting each other, doxing each other, playing with each other, and then getting the cahoots together. And I don't even know why they have a relationship, because 82 says she was the one who came back and brought allegations to YouTube that he was a child predator for looking at child porn on his computer, and she was a part of that. So why would you trauma bond with her? Like, that's somebody that you're supposed to leave alone and let just go. And that's what happened with me. When people do things to me, or if I do things to them, that means I'm not finna double back. Just let it be what it is. They like to do a lot of double backing and expect you to be okay with that. And I'm just not okay with that.
And seeing me, and you already know how I rock about situations, even on down to the Lion Witch herself, Scam Likely, she went live talking about, oh, and then not getting out of jail, and they raised his bond. And it was like she was just talking greasy, and I'm saying to myself, you just lied on that man, trying to get commentary saying that he stayed at my house and me and him was together.
I said, where you live at?
I live in Atlanta.
Okay, and I haven't been in Atlanta in years, and no offense, I don't even want to have a connecting flight in Atlanta, let alone work in Atlanta, stay in Atlanta. If she's referring to the time after the court when I went and did a live stream, at that time I was figuring out when the best time for me to go live, because no shade, Armand and Mims, they had the shit on lock and everybody expected them to go live at a certain time. And I'm like, these are giant platforms. I only have a platform with 50,000 subscribers. How can I actually carve my niche in this? And I was like, the best thing for me to do is report the content first and foremost. That is, report what happened during the morning on lunch break, report what happened at the lunch break, outside of the courthouse, and be a part of that. And that was my strategy. But before I employed that strategy, I was like, court is over. I haven't reported nothing. I got to report. They're going to go live. And if they go live before me, or if I don't go live around the same time, it's going to get lost in translation. So that's why I went over to your place, and it was like, hey, do you mind if I live stream here? Right. And you said, of course. I was like, because if I cannot live stream here, I have to go. And we was talking about creating content and so forth. Right. That was the extent of me being there. And then close, like almost immediately after that, you had to go and do something else when I wanted to smoke and chill. So you kind of had to cut it short. So I don't understand why bald-headed bitches that ain't got no bounce in their hair, like her, bitch, you are senior citizen. You are like, you're talking about exposing people. You're a senior citizen. who can't get no play. You got a big ass cellular light booty, bitch, and it stink. Every time you walk, it smelled like dumpster juice. You wore them dirty ass skirts, dirty ass big ancient mammoth dresses to court with a pick in your head like you going to snap peas. Fuck you.
Well,
yeah.
Well, look, since we there, let's talk about what happened at the restaurant. Because word on the curb was, and I think I sent you the text message that she had said something about I was trying to get her arrested or something. And I mean, and you know firsthand, if she was in one part of the building, I was on the whole other opposite end. Because matter of fact, I even told you I will not be around nobody that talked to her.
And right, and from that it led to I don't know if I said it directly, but my vibe is if you got I'm not an Armand Wiggins. If you got a problem with somebody and that's your issue, don't bring that shit to me. I'm not finna let it dictate and determine how I move and maneuver. I find that to be quite manipulating, and not saying you, I'm just saying the overall arch of it. And you and I had an understanding. She did not come in between my relationship with you. You did not come in between my relationship with her, even though a lot bit of what you said, I had to find out for myself. And honestly, that's how I am, because a lot of people have said a lot of things about me that are not true, or that maybe is true, but who am I to sit here and combat and dispute this when it has nothing to do with my brand? Me being homeless, whether that's true or not, has absolutely nothing to do with my entertainment or my intellect, which is the two things that I actually care about when it comes to public persona. Facts. That's all. I don't care about whatever nobody think. I don't care if somebody think I'm ugly, somebody think I'm attractive, I don't care about none of that.
Facts. But it's all about your brand, all about your bill, all about your.
And nobody can question my intellect. Only thing, he was doing good covering the Diddy trial, then he went crazy. But you're wholly regretting to admit that the Storm and Rose and all of them kept nibbling at me. And it was only a matter of time. Let me address this and cover the content. You didn't say I addressed it and covered the Diddy content in the same video. The only thing that you remembered was the fact that I had to snap back at them. But you don't think and look at it like a clapback, because I'm better than them at clapping back, to the point to where you actually forget that they did it, because I'm going to get you real good and nasty.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. So what happened at the restaurant with when all y'all went to go eat?
It was 2 times I was at a restaurant with Sylvia, so you have to be clear. There was one time it was me, Nick at Night, Miss Sylvia, Jared Jackson, and some crazy ass girl. And then there was another time where her and I actually, and this is after you left. So and me and you was cool. You didn't even know any of this. When we talked, matter of fact, we talked one time and I was right next to her. She didn't need to know who was over the phone. She didn't know. And you didn't need to know who was right in front of me. Just like I be here on YouTube acting a certain way. Y'all don't know who's around me or who's in my house.
Okay.
So I compartmentalize.
Right.
So you didn't know that. So the second time we went out, we went from the court, took the train to Harlem, and we went to Sylvia's, no pun intended. Which, by the way, the food is not that good. I think since she's died, the food has become trash. It doesn't have that TLC Sylvia love in it in Harlem for the people over there. It totally changed. It's not the same Sylvia's as what I originally knew. That's just my opinion. People in New York, y'all can take it up, whatever. But when her and I went there, when we got there, Nick at Night and that crazy ass girl that was with us the first time was there. And by the time we ordered food and our food got served, that's when Armand came. So it just so happened that all of us happened to be at the same spot at the same time. I don't know if it was somebody texting somebody, telling people to come. I don't know. That was not my intention. I had nothing to do with that. To me, it was a quite surprise. So which time are you talking?
Both times.
Okay. So the first time, first of all, and I didn't talk to Gerald about this, but I don't know if there was like I have telepathy, right? Because telepathy, we all can tap into our psychic gifts. Some of us are more in tune than not, and if they can't even fathom it or even have the confidence to acknowledge their own gifts, they like to say you're crazy. So I want to acknowledge that I do have telepathy, and it's protecting me and it's guiding me. One element of having telepathy, I don't know. It was just like when Gerald Jackson came to the court. He came there on Monday, the day my page got taken, and I actually stayed that whole week just to kick it with him because I never linked up with him, and we were cool. And then we had a falling out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stay here. He didn't know that's the reason why I stayed there, because I was just gonna go. I stayed there an extra week just to, figure out if he was gonna be cool or not.
Right.
And everything was cool. And then the more closer him and Miss Sylvia got, I felt like there was some type of implied disdainment between our connection. So I don't know on whose part as far as energy or if there was an actual conversation. But to me, it was obvious. And sometimes what's obvious to me is I'm not supposed to know, or, oh, you're crazy, you're tripping. And I trust my intuition. So it made me feel kind of uncomfortable in a way. So even when we went to the restaurant, it was cool at first, and then after that, I just don't know what happened with her. And then every time Gerald would come around me with him, and shout out to Queen Amadora and Queen Sheba, and when they came around with me and Gerald, it was so much love. So I knew she was a problem. She had a nasty energy, and I felt that. So it was not Gerald on his part. So I don't know if she said something to him beforehand or whatever, but I felt like she was evil. It was almost a very dark energy with her. And that's when I started kind of like moving back and pulling back and being cordial with her only at the courthouse, starting from the first time. The second time, it was me trying to give another chance. Hey, how's it going? Because I was already demonized by the Tisa Tales, and I was already looking at to be the problem and stuff like that. The first time it was cool. Everything was cool. She ordered a lot of food. She ordered enough food to feed me and you both. And she essentially expected, and I felt this, she didn't say this, I felt she expected me or Gerald to pay for her food. And I did not pay for her food. And that's when her energy towards me changed. I even felt this so much to the point to where I actually texted her. And was like, no, this was the second time we went to Sylvia's, and Armand got there with bad energy, even though we was being on the surface, it was cool and cordial, but spiritually, I feel people's energy and it just makes me uncomfortable. So I had to leave. I was like, this doesn't feel good. And if I go off and pop off, the visual cortex is going to make it look like I'm the problem when I know what I'm feeling and I know the vibes. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So by the time Armand got there, my whole MO was just, you know what? I'm finna leave. I'm finna leave because this is not cool. I'm already out on OR. Same thing with what happened at the Zeus Network event. I was out on OR on the same charge that I was recently arrested on this whole time. So it only takes one police call for my name to be involved in something, in some pieces of evidence for me to go back to jail. So I'm like, I gotta go. I'm in New York City, yada yada. I gotta go. 'Cause this is the left side of my brain working, but the right side is also working, and people that are master manipulators like to give people information and play with their intelligence, and a lot of people fall for it, or like to put on a show that is not what it seems, which is where the visual cortex come into play. And this is what we see, and everybody see this, and you're tripping to not, because they're not moving by spirit and I move by spirit, right? So the second time I hurry up and left. And then I text Sylvia because I was like, damn, the first time I know she expected me and wanted me or Jared to pay for her food. And then this time, before she even got her check, I just dipped out. And I was like, well, Armand's making more money than anybody. So if anything, he could cover it, and he got it. Not sure if he did. I don't know. You would have to ask them. But I felt kind of guilty because really, I'm a genuine person. I'm really like, as a kid, I took the shoes off of my feet and gave it to my baby brother when my mom went to prison, and we was neglected there for a month or two. So I've always been a genuine person. I've always been have to be the stronger person. And honestly, I like put myself in situations where I have to be the strongest because nobody else is willing to do it. And so I text her and I told her, oh, I'm sorry that I didn't pay for your food, yada, 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 yada. And then that was the first time. And then the next time when it happened, my channel was deleted. And I was like, y'all know YouTube don't like to pay people. So you don't expect me to pay for your food because all this work that I've done in New York City, plus the investment that I made, because you got to understand, I went from Brazil to Los Angeles for like less than 48 hours to get a new phone into New York. So I was investing, went from vacation to New York. So I was investing a lot of money already. And then to be in a situation where YouTube deleted my channel, and they can say what they want to say. I got text messages and proof that people like the AT2s, they got videos from 2-3 years ago that I did in time codes to report me, and that's their master plan to get rid of my channel when I'm down and out, when I'm gone. So it's not the fact that my channel is gone because I did something when I was covering the Diddy trial. It's the fact that I did something or said something when I was entertaining their low vibration, which is not a part of my brand. It's just something to do. And then when I'm in rare form, like my intellect, talking about law, when I'm entertaining, doing a show, that's what they're scared and intimidated by. So they don't never want to say Donat did a good job covering the Diddy trial. They want to say, oh, if I just did a great job and everything went smooth, you wouldn't hear nobody say that. But, oh, he was doing good when he did the Diddy trial, but then he went crazy. But it took me going crazy for you to even acknowledge that I did a good job then, because it's a higher vibration of content and how I'm moving that they can't possibly fathom. These are one-dimensional ponies that doesn't realize and doesn't understand or appreciate the fact that I'm multidimensional. I can get on your level with the bullshit, and then also I can come up here to the higher levels and have conversations with people from all walks of life, something that you cannot do.
Well, I'm gonna say this: the time that I was in New York, you was covering the trial, you was doing your thing, and you did snap off a couple times. That's because they snapped off at you, and I ain't gonna lie, me and a psycho Sam, me and him fell out, and because I was like, why don't you just go apologize to the brother and for lying on him, and
right,
you made over $8,000 on that lie.
Right.
So I'm like, yo, either give him half or give him a fraction, or if you don't want to do none of that, go apologize. And the first thing he said to me was, y'all culture for this easy to, get into. So why apologize? And I was like, our culture. And then I went to, man, F you. And then, yeah. So
exactly. So again, Donat is right, but nobody listens because it's Donat. Nobody cares that he's used me as a pawn to grift your time and your energy. Nobody cares that he's hanging out with the 82s and the Niket Knights and them is because he used me as a casualty to cross over into that bridge. And people want to call me crazy if I just adamantly isolate myself from them people, so that it's honestly a defense mechanism. Because if I'm friends with you and you see that this white person is lying on me to finally get the recognition that he wants to know, when you've been covering this, that you was at the Diddy trial before me, nobody cared about you, nobody had paid attention to you until you lied on one of the most controversial personalities that was out there. And now all these other YouTubers and other black people are thinking that you are part of it, and you use me as a scapegoat to preserve yourself is what you did. And people play that game, but I don't appreciate when outsiders use their whiteness in order to do and overtly lie. And that's white privilege at its finest. You lie, you won't apologize, you walk around the court acting like I'm the problem when you're the problem, and now you've made new friends who are my enemies, or friends that once was my friends, and now I'm looking at them sideways like, what the fuck? Like, I don't fucking fuck with shit like that. I literally will beat the shit out of somebody, and this is why I have to just walk away. And then the minute I clap back or give a response, there's no apology. All the people that made thousands and thousands of dollars off of single videos got knocked out by Gene Deal, none of them recanted those statements, even though they have, and they know it's a lie, by myself and the other party. Even Sam, when he so-called apologized to me, it was a but. He's done this to Tissa Tale, so who cares? Because he was given instructions to continue to demonize me by those other YouTubers who are just so narcissistic and who are interdependent upon their relationships with other bigger content creators in order to remain in the position that they are, when I have undeniable talent and intellect that sets me apart to where I don't need nobody as far as content creator. All I need is this. And this is why I don't care to be attacked on my person. If I was saying that I'm rich and my shit is together, then it would be relevant. And then I would have to respond to rumors that I'm homeless. If I was saying that I'm heterosexual, then I would have to respond to rumors about what I do behind the closed doors. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't attack me on things that are relevant to my brand because I have an unbreakable brand.
Yeah, see, I didn't like when AT2 was talking about you being evicted for fighting on some man or something. I was just like, what
It's
point?
like,
but then you said something about his sister.
Mm-hmm.
He shitted on himself.
Right.
So I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, if you gonna go at this man and then when he come back is a problem, why even do it?
Exactly. It's fishing for personal information. That you saying that I got arrested and beat up my partner. You don't know my partner. You haven't talked to my partner. You don't know if I have a partner or not. You don't know anything. You're fishing for me to give you more information so that you can run with it. And I'm not obligated to respond to that because my relationship, whether I have one or not, is not the content or the brand that I lead with. Why would I have to do that? And then, like you said, and now you're doing that. Now your family calling in and they're the content. And mind you, doxing is when you go out of your way to dig and search. If somebody has pictures of their family on their Instagram account that is public, by the way, just because it was posted back in 2013 and 2018 does not mean that's doxing. It was there. Nobody cares about you enough to actually go and look, but you fell for my trap. That's why I ran so much content on you, because I knew you was going to be the one to preserve me the most. And then after that, you go and come live and say you never talked about my family. Well, did you talk about my family or Perry and Sherelle family? Because back in December, you told everybody you didn't say fuck Sherelle's sick and dying mother, fuck Perry's sick and dying parents. You said you was talking about my people. So why 6 months later when I talk about your people is a problem and you get to lie and manipulate people acting as if you're the victim? And again, that dude don't have no brand. He's pathetic. He's insecure. He's miserable. He has nothing going for himself. So he has no choice but to pander to them bitches who ain't got no bounce in their hair. And so because of that, they take precedence over how he makes them feel, AKA they can manipulate him and he has to make them feel good and he has to fall under their spell. They take precedent over that rather than the truth because they're low vibrational.
Wow. So question. So how's your mental now? Now that you done got out and you done set, you done watch, you done got sent things. How is your mental state now?
My mental state is very well, honestly. To the extent of people sending me stuff, I've asked people to send me specific time codes and videos. And then I was looking at some of it and I'm like, it's like, it doesn't even hit. It really don't. It's like maybe at the time when it was doing it, it would have bothered me at the time. But going back and knowing that this was said when I could not respond, and I'm like, this don't even deserve a response, so to speak. But again, I got an audience that actually expects me to respond. There's people that will pay me to respond to them. And so this is an element and a fragment of my brand, is that when Donat is covering the trending topics, if there's not a true crime case, or when I'm doing a show, at the top of the show, let me clap back a little bit, get the people feeling good and get them nice and comfortable to hear some real content and some real opinion about trending topics. So I have to cater to my audience when it comes to clapping back. So, and I know the more upset about something I am, the funnier it is. So I'm still trying to find something to make me upset enough so that I can do a show tomorrow on Twitch to give them what they want. So it's like, oh, he's crashing out. Bitch, I'm doing this because I have a reputation for not only being smart, funny, but this is what they expect me to clap back. I've developed that repertoire. Everybody's like, oh, when Denot get out, y'all wouldn't be doing this if Denot was out. But when he get out, oh, so I have to pander to that because that's essentially a part of my brand in this particular position. And those same people, they can't even go live because they're not going to get no clicks and views. When the number one search and the number one watch hour on your channel is Denot, and Denot has not responded to you, what the fuck are you going to do? Now you got to rebuild your algorithm. The ball is in my court and I'm not passing it.
So share some details. How was it out in LA jail?
So LA jail, it's jail. Like, mind you, they was looking for the mugshot. LA County does not publish mugshots unless you get convicted. It's not like Florida where I got arrested for practicing law without a license. That mugshot is out because they immediately publish it, and I did not get convicted for that. I still don't have no convictions on my record. So if y'all looking for mugshots for every time I was arrested, y'all are missing about 20 pictures. So it's not that I have not been to jail because I'm an outspoken person. Like, I went to jail 7 times alone during George Floyd protests because I was out there, boots on the ground, you know, and I didn't get no prosecutions. I got arrested 7 times leading protests. That shit is monumental to me. This is what great people do. I lived a life with enough controversy, with enough baggage, with enough flaws and insecurities and enough talent for motherfuckers to make movies about me. You will never make me feel indifferent about something I've been through because at the end of the day, I'm still here. And I got a lot more fight in me.
Right.
So LA jail, mind you, getting arrested, I have not spent more than 4 days in LA County jail at all until this time. So when I went in there, it was just like I had to trick myself so that I can make time go by and make sense of it. I said, number one, I have to get smarter. I cannot eat this food and let it calcify my brain. They strategically got people that are sexual predators that mess with kids working as trustees serving the food. That energy is getting in the food and people are consuming that, which keeps you at a low vibration. That's one thing that I learned when I first got there. I was like, I'm finna be hard, nigga. I'm finna go in there and see what the Bloods and Crips doing. So I went to a Crip dorm. I was in a Crip dorm for about a day and a half and I got moved because niggas in it, mind you, these are niggas that's in jail before they get to prison. And from what I'm seeing, the jail, LA County jail, is becoming prison. There's a lot of people in LA County jail who's refusing to go to prison. They can refuse up to 10 times to go to prison. So it's overcrowded with people that need to and should be already went to prison. So there's a prison mentality going around. So while I'm in this Crip dorm, these niggas got a fucking mop bucket, not a mop bucket, but a bleach bucket cut open. And then they got a wire with 2 like fucking doorknob looking metal plates. And then they fucking got that shit to the socket, making hot water. That shit was fascinating. And so I'm like fascinated. I'm like back at school, but in jail at the same time. So a part of me, and I seen that, and then they're lighting the goddamn toilet paper to fucking smoke methamphetamine. These niggas, I'm like, how y'all getting meth in here and stuff? And mind you, I didn't figure this out until I got moved. So these niggas was smoking. These niggas got fucking tents. Mind you, it's like 3 beds. It's like a bottom bunk, a middle bunk, and then the top bunk. Niggas, the gangs, the fractions are on the bottom bunks because that's what it is. They got sheets and blankets and shit around their bottom bunks. And they be fucking each other. Oh, they be getting high, like straight niggas, the same niggas that'll sit down and talk about and act like they beefing because they gonna fuck each other, bitch. They're rubbing up and they're sleeping together. And I'm witnessing all of this. And now I'm witnessing all of this. And now they want me on a bottom bunk like I'm finna partake in this. Bitch, I don't want no A's. And so I'm like, nah, I'm good. And now they calling me the police and the Crip. Like then they act like, because I know when somebody really wants to hurt me, or they acting like they want to fight me because they're in a gang, but really and truthfully they're just trying to get me and intimidate me to pack me out to get out of the dorm, because they started calling me faggots and everything. And mind you, I'm in jail. Like, I got a smart mouth, but I'm not dumb. The same ones that were in each other calling me the F word, You know, and I'm just like, damn, these niggas in these fractions. This is not a blood, but a Crip dorm. So I got packed out of that motherfucker. They let me go simply because I wasn't going to participate in none of that. And they reclassified me because I didn't go there and say, oh, I'm in the community or any, because I don't lead with my sexuality. I don't do any of that. You know me.
Right.
So then they reclassified me and put me in 9500. This is the gay dorm. Same thing. Tents up. I'm like, this shit ain't no different than the Crip dorm. The only difference is these ones are hiding their sexuality. They still smoking meth and fucking each other. You know, I seen one boy in 9500 get out. I was there for about 30 days. This third day I was in 9500, which I was locked up about 5 days at this point. The dude was bragging about how he was finna get out and go out and get some crystal meth and come back and everybody was gonna have fun. They get on them phones and talk to people. It's like a way of life for these people. Going to jail is a way of life for a lot of people. That's how they survive. So this dude went out and swallowed a balloon of crystal or something, and it was and then came back, I guess, and then he actually came back. I knew to play because, you know, they was telling me somebody that's a part of GBG, which is Gay Boy Gangster, one of the biggest LGBTQ plus. Yeah, Gay Boy Gangsters is one of the biggest LGBTQ plus gangs in the prison system, and it's in jail. There's Gay Boy Gangsters, the Bloods, the Crips, Fallen Angel, and Ice.
Wait,
yeah,
but G came from DC, right?
Huh?
GBG, they came from DC, right? No.
I don't know where it came from, but I just know that it's big. It's the biggest.
Well, DC got a gang called the Check It Crew.
Mm-hmm.
That's
it's probably a branch of GBG or whatever the case. I don't know.
Wow.
Like Ice is the branch of GBG. No, Fallen Angels is a branch of GBG. It's kind of like the Rolling 60s versus the 400s and stuff. It's like it's the same, but it's a branch, and they got their own politics, and they got their own, you know. So it was 5 different gangs that I was around. And to me, my whole point is like, first of all, gangs on the streets, I always looked at it like it was like failed athletes trying to find a way to coexist and continue to live up their glory days. And it's about these bitches. They pretend, and from what I see, they pretend it's about how many bad bitches they can. But the whole time they be fucking each other, even the straight ones. That's what I seen in jail.
Wow.
Now I can't vouch for it on the streets, but just to be in jail, number men, and that's all it is. And y'all locked up together, niggas in there finna do a life sentence and shit like that. It's a lot of their politics. That's why it's not a coincidence that the Bloods and the Crips, which are heterosexual gangs, incorporate LGBT dialogue, like Glock Dookie, like DP, like Gangbang, like, you know, all of these things are things that are similar to terminologies in the LGBTQ community. So with these gangs, you really don't know how they're saying it. It's like calling a woman a bitch. Is how you're saying it. She's going to take it as a compliment or she's going to be offended by it. So when these hood niggas are saying, oh, you got to get DP, y'all got a question. Are these niggas going to fuck each other or are they going to punish each other?
What is DP?
And gangbanging terminology, the heterosexual terminology, it means discipline. You got to get disciplined, like beat up or roughed up or something. And then gay people, DP is like when you taking more than one penis. And so with what I seen in jail in the cross sector of the terminology, it really makes me think, is there really a such thing as heterosexual? I mean, women already know that they gay as fuck. Why these niggas can't go ahead and admit it? So I seen it, but it was other stuff that I seen, like the stories that, you know, and I want to write a short film and put myself in an imagine, like kind of relive these stories vicariously through a character myself. I was like, the whole time I was like, maybe I should do a short film called Love Lockdown and see if Kanye West would pay for it, since he came out the closet. And it's about this dude that goes to jail and find love and how they be politicking and coming back to each other because they're in love with each other, and how this guy fell in love with this other guy and he's to go home and the other one is serving a life sentence. But then when he's in there, the one that's serving a life sentence plant drugs on him and he takes the charge so that he can be there with him and call it love lockdown. You get it? So it's like, that's how my mind works. So I'm always thinking outside of the box. I'm always being logical, smart, and creative. I use both sides of my brain. That's what I be trying to tell you. So I kind of went in there looking at it like it was a movie or a TV show or some shit. And so that allowed me to persevere and it allowed me not to fall victim to anything. And it really allowed me to stay in tune with the spiritual world. Like there's different vibrations of energy, low vibrations that want to attack me. And then there's other people that are more positive that can shield that and I got jumped one time because that was their way of trying to jump me in the game. And they was like, that nigga can bang. That nigga quiet, he soft spoke. The nigga came out of it. It took them jumping me for the nigga to come out of me. Like other than that, I'm just like cool, calm, and collected.
Wow. So going forward, what should we expect from the knot going forward?
You definitely should expect me to clap back at each and every one of them at my own term and when I feel like it. That's definitely going to happen. And it's happening right now. It's just happening at a level where they don't fully comprehend it or don't understand it. Or it's happening through, I'm moving documents. Certain people got court cases where they're trying to hide their identity, going around terrorizing people. And I'm helping other people move paperwork along. It's just different. That I cannot go at one person the same way I go at the next person. Right. So on all levels, I'm coming at them. I'm like, you're not gonna get to fuck with me for free. And then 3-4 months later, you get to play the victim when all you did was harass me when I was in jail. And I'm gonna get you back so good to the point to where people are gonna forget and people are gonna try to minimize what you said and did about me.
So, yeah. So, word on the curb, because you've been gone for a minute, word on the curb is that I was stalking Scam Likely in New York.
Fuck her. Nasty ass bitch. She was homeless in New York. Let's be clear about that. Let's talk about how she had to be out the house by 5 a.m. and couldn't come back until after 5 p.m. So you rushing people from the courthouse. You telling Jared Jackson, y'all got to hurry up and get back to New Jersey because the only way for you to get some sleep and enough rest is for you to go there after 5 p.m. and you got to be out by 5 a.m. and rushing and making him get up early to go over there across the bridge when your bald-headed ass could have took the public transportation, bitch. Let's talk about that. Fuck her. No good ass, slithering ass, bug eye fool ass motherfucking snake. I see why you lonely and miserable. Homeless ass bitch using the people's house for shelter and ain't paid no motherfuckers and shit. Lying, talking about you made $11,000 covering the Young Thug trial. YouTube took it from you. Where them receipts at? That's why you got to beef with me, because you cannot compare no receipt saying that YouTube stole $11,000 for you, because you was stealing the people court camera and one showing your ugly ass face, because nigga would have ran. It's bad enough he had to look at Young Thug. Fuck him. And I do mean him, because she moved like she got a dick. Wonder why Byron Den is going crazy. And where that documentary that he was talking about doing, it ain't seen the light of day. That nigga ain't got no execution skills, but want to talk and double back and go behind somebody else, old punk ass nigga with them tight ass pants on, bitch.
Yo, like I didn't expect all of that. Like, whoa, like.
And she thinking she fine. I was like, ooh, Miss Siri, you fine and stuff. Boosting you up because Dennis riding there with no fucking skinny jeans on with his ass big. That bitch got an ass big like Medea with some skinny jeans on. Up there, and we getting tired of seeing him. And she right there, ooh, you fine and you sexy, bitch. No, you not, Miss Sylvia. You ugly, okay? You're ugly, all right, bitch? You're ugly and you're bald head. And you got a thyroid lodged in your motherfucking throat hole, okay? I was fooling you. I was gassing you up. Cause Dennis don't want no coochie anyways. He might try it with you as desperate as you is, cause I seen your coochie. That shit looked like it had maggots in it, bitch. You dumpster juice smelling ass motherfucker. All in the corner. Now I shouldn't even told her what I told her. She do look like Andrew Leon Talley. She do. Stinking ass motherfucker. She got one of them asses that she can't even wipe. Homeless ass bitch talking that shit. Bitch try to talking about, oh, I'm cooking some spaghetti. I don't want no homeless spaghetti, bitch. Well, he ain't starting no mess. They did videos about me when I was gone, making me a star, preserving me.
Lord have mercy. See, the thing is, people gonna say that because they think that that's the way I rock. No, I don't rock like that. I'm just getting the facts of what's going on, because it was said that I was stalking her in New York, and I was nowhere around her in New York.
Exactly. Don't she live in Atlanta? You live in Atlanta, right?
No, I live. Let's be clear. She lived 4 counties away from me. She lived like way out. I live on the south side of Atlanta. She lived way out.
Yeah, but it's more economically convenient to just put on the all black, get your burner phone, and go pour bleach, Pepsi Cola, Skittles, and peanut M&Ms, and that whole gas tank, and to be over with. You ain't got to go to New York. We ain't even got to talk about you. See, I'm grimy enough to do that to your ugly ass, bitch, and then have a funeral for you on YouTube. I get that tear stick and say, make sure I can cry, get that Hollywood tear stick, of me a big ass piece of onion and sit it here. So and say, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, we should have did it. I'll be worse than that Mexican dude that killed this child and helped the police look for him with your ugly ass.
So before people get to running talking about, oh, Dana's starting it, man, listen, I didn't do a video on this man. But that man done seen everybody that did videos on him.
No, I didn't. That's the thing. I'm even so. It's like, can I see something? I really want to. And I know it's low vibration, but it's a strategy. Like y'all doing videos on me, y'all okay, go ahead. Let me be triggered so I can tear your head off. I'm like, I need to be triggered. But it's already like, when I start my shows, I be having some ugly faces and I be dancing around. That's what I learned in acting class. Tasha Smith, Tasha Smith, the actress.
Of course.
It's called the Silly Dilly, where we use music and we use emotional dumping and stuff to tap into. So that's the only thing that I be doing. Because half the time I don't even feel like going live. But Tasha Smith, you don't feel like doing no sin. You feel like you ain't ready. Get out your motherfucking body. Go into your subconscious. And that helps me tap into my subconscious.
See, a lot of people ain't know that you were an actor.
And you can Google it. See, that's what I'm saying. They would tell you that I'm a bad person. They would tell you I'm a criminal. They would tell you to keep me behind bars. They would tell you everything bad about me, but they won't tell you anything good, including the obvious, because that's where they would never beat me at, on the higher vibrations. They want me stuck down there with them.
But they say the same thing about me. Then they say I'm a Z-list actor. But when you look up, matter of fact, you can Google me, and I'm on like 6 different networks now. I'm in your household regularly.
Wait, you're on the Tyler Perry show, ain't it?
Right. But I'm on the Tyler Perry show. But I'm on VH1. But I'm on Tubi. I'm on every market there is. So
exactly.
The thing is, why they sitting back talking about, oh yeah, he don't get paid, and for Tubi movies. Listen, Fox owns Tubi. We get paid well. And
even though Fox is like the Zeus net, Tubi is like the Zeus network to Fox. They tried it with Fox Soul, and you seen a couple of niggas from YouTube who couldn't even sit down and behave in the corner of their own houses to keep a show going. They ruined that.
Right.
That's what they compartmentalize. Fox does not want to be affiliated with all that ratchet shit, but they know it's an audience for it. So let's create Tubi.
Facts. Facts. And
Paramount owns Zeus Network. Paramount and BET don't want to be associated with that shit. So let's go ahead and make Zeus Network. Why do you think it was easy for T to cross over from Baddies to the Tyler Perry Show on BET? Same company.
Since when? Wait. Since when Paramount owned?
Yo, go to Dunn and Bradstreet, and you will see all the subsidiaries. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, Friday I got Taseki and I got Taseki for a walkthrough, and I got, what is that other girl from Baddies? There's somebody else from Baddies, but they coming to do the show. Matter of fact, let me show the flyer, because I think it's just Taseki on this flyer. Hold on, let me see something.
Okay, that's what's up.
But they trusting me with her life, so I said, shit, let's go ahead and do it.
It makes sure you eat and leave no fucking crumbs. It's not what you say or ask, it's how you say and ask it.
Of course.
So there's a whole sector of they got, even the ops, you got to ask what the ops want to know, but just like how you're doing me, you're asking right questions and you're getting right answers. So don't babysit.
And yeah, I'm put out there. You know, Jay got the male sipping paint, and it be selling out every time, but he got two people from Baddies, and Taseki is the lead person from Baddies coming, and I forgot what the person's name is, but also, and you got a different guest than everybody, so that's where I'll be Friday night, holding it down, making sure Taseki good, and I'm doing interviews that night too, so yeah.
That is dope. I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna pull up. Definitely. Because it's a shout out to you. You got to congratulate your brothers and stuff. So,
I said, I appreciate you for that one.
Yeah, it's about time for me to go back to braids. I just wanted to show Miss Cynthia and them bitches, them bald head bitches, don't talk to me until you got some bounce in your hair.
You crazy. This nigga crazy.
They was like, oh, the knot back. Shit, I came out with the Prince dude. You should have seen the first day. Boy, them Shirley Temple curls was popping.
Man, when I looked on your Twitch and seen it, I was like, who the hell is that? Like, wait a minute. Like, yo, y'all about to get off Twitch though, but because it's like my videos don't save to my channel. I'm like, what the hell I'm doing wrong?
No, okay, you got to go to the setting. They do save. You just got to make them public, and you got to go to Twitch. Is like a whole computer in itself that you got to learn. And I'm still learning it, but I know what you're talking about. They save for a certain amount of time, but they won't automatically post, publish, and save
right
until you do certain things.
We'll talk about that behind the scenes, but what you think about the outcome of Diddy now? Now they say the judge done got mad, and Did he ask for a new trial?
That is he gonna get what he looking for, because that's the 7 deadly sins. He got rape, he got gluttony. That's why he eat truffle butt out of bitches' pussy. So he's living in sin. I think it was a blessing for him, and I think everybody can agree that everything the white women said he did it. He did it, but as a matter of law, he didn't force Cassie. He didn't force Jane Doe. As a matter of law, this is why when they said we got 2 counts, this is why they say they have a partial verdict, but they need to figure out if he's guilty for RICO. That was a sophisticated jury, because I said from the jump, I said he's gonna get hit up for the Mann Act, for those men that he shipped to engage with Cassie and Jane Doe, who was not forced or coerced to do it. They did it because he's rich. And at the end of the day, you can't criminalize people becoming rich and people doing whatever they got to do to be a part of that and to be a proximity to that. That's why Hollywood was silent, because that's a dangerous precedent to set that just because this person is rich and famous and can change your life, that's a form of coercion. Absolutely not. You can go and live a regular life and wait some taters and do something else. You don't have to do that. That's your choice that you decided to do. You decided to lay down and sleep with yada, yada, yada. It's not like it's a Justin Bieber who 15 years old, who was forced into drugs and all this other stuff allegedly. That's different. Y'all were grown. Cassie, you was already out there fucking niggas that's 10, 15 years older than you. You know, so these are factual. So he did it, but it was forced fraud and coercion. And as far as the Mann Act pursuant to racketeering, like I said, his conduct was done on his personal time and it came from his personal money. Combs Enterprise is just an umbrella company to house all the subsidiaries that he don't even own. He don't own Bad Boys. He don't own DeLeon. Combs Enterprise is him taking all of his profits from all the companies that he owned and setting it up to pay other people and to pretty much launder off money and write other shit off. That's what it was. So Combs Enterprise it's not like a Bad Boys record and I own this is not the same, because now Bad Boys record, he doesn't own the accounting for it. He only owned the accounting for Combs Enterprise, and all the money from Combs Enterprise was coming from his dividends. That's why his former CFO, when he testified and said that it's his money, he can do whatever he want to do with it, which includes but is not limited to saving millions of dollars, because you don't need Combs Enterprise. You just want to feel black owned. You understand what I'm saying? Combs Enterprise is not a publicly traded company. It's not a part of a publicly traded company like Bad Boys and DeLeon. So I said he's going to be found guilty for the Mann Act, but not racketeering, simply because his behavior did not affect interstate commerce. Because he strategically set up Combs Enterprise to get away with that shit.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. So with that being said, out the blue, Gina popped back up.
Wait, they've been talking.
Gina wrote a letter saying y'all need to release him.
So Gina wrote a letter saying they need to release it. She wasn't even a witness in the case. She was hiding. How you gonna pop back up? That to me says that there was some type of witness tampering going on. And Mia popped back up and said what?
No, but I ain't mean to say Mia, but I was saying Gina. Gina popped up and was like, yeah, y'all need to release him. And she wrote a nice long letter. And I'm saying to myself, you wouldn't even testify. Like, something ain't right about this.
It's paid off. He was still paying the bills of 50 Cent baby mama all the way up until the trial. And even with her testimony, although she was honest, it felt like she was a double agent, because I was in the court the whole time, sucking the air out the room and shit.
The nigga said sucking the air out the room.
It was.
I mean, how did she look though?
Just like the other one that had a baby from him.
Wow.
The last girl, Tranny, whatever her name is, looked just like her.
So, question: what came about the lawsuit from the dude but I guess the one that you showed when I interviewed you in New York for the Caucasian guy? That's something that happened down here in Atlanta.
So Ryan Pittman. So
that's what it's Ryan
Pittman. So matter of fact, let me look at that right now. Let me look at it. Last I looked at it, they was shuffling judges. Judges did not want to take his case. They were sending it over and stuff like that. And then on top of that, I felt like there was a statute of limitation issue happening. And my channel just, I was having my own issues. I was having my own issues, so I kind of like backed off of that.
Okay.
So let me look at it really quick. Randy Pittman, it was filed out there. That shit was filed out there, I want to say at least April the 2nd, 2025. Pittman versus Cone. He filed a motion for leave to file a supplement to the original complaint on the 7th. He filed a declaration, a submission, motion for leave to file the amended complaint, and then a motion for leave to file a supplement to the original complaint. So he's just filing stuff, and the court is not even moving. There's a total of 8, 9, 10 documents in the case. Only 8 have been case imaged, and out of all of these, there was just an order reassigning the case. So he's in limbo. And He's in limbo, and so he's fighting an uphill battle that
So they're gonna wait him out.
he's in limbo. He hasn't even gotten the summons yet.
Yeah, they're gonna wait him out because they don't know. Like Diddy's already in jail, so they ain't even gonna do nothing with that.
I mean, that's not how the law works. It's just he's not even doing the right thing. He's presenting to be insecure by his own complaint without even submitting a summons for it itself. And that last action was back in June. So they probably just, if anything, I predict that the judges probably look at the case and dismiss it for failure to prosecute.
Wow. That's what we got going on right now with this R. Kelly case, because I'm gonna talk about that when I do my live. Once we end this, I'm gonna come back like 20 minutes after that and do a live of talking about the R. Kelly case, because I got some shit to say, and I'm pissed off about that because y'all got an innocent man behind bars. All of these people has came forward and said that they were coerced to say things, and I said it once and I say it again. If you give a chick from the hood lifetime Section 8, lifetime EBT of $3,300, and you dangle a $20 million bag over her head, that motherfucker gonna get on here and say, "Yep, that was me on there." At the end of the day,
But even if it wasn't her on there, it was somebody that was victimized, right?
No, it wasn't. Everybody was of age, right?
Uh-huh.
And the reason why, and they tried to make a case like, well, if that's the case, why did you want to get the tapes back? Well, he wanted to get the tapes back because his wife was on one of the tapes.
Mm.
And he didn't want her legacy and her name to be smeared, but she turns around and give the green light and to everybody to smear his legacy and campaign because she can't get back with him.
You talking about the same one that's with them sketch ass dance classes?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sick of her.
So it's like, I mean, it's like, it's crazy because yeah, he was set up, but Drea could have shut all that down. And she could have just came back and said, you know what? No, my husband might be a lot of things, but that he's not. But because they said, oh, you'll get paid if we do this. And she took the bait. But then after the first surviving R. Kelly, she looking for that check and she didn't get the check. So now she, oh no, but I ain't tell my story right. I'ma sue surviving R. Kelly. So it's like you gave the green light and for them to kill anything that's coming from your husband, which ultimately destroyed all your kids and your legacy.
Right, because aren't they garnishing his wages or something like that?
Not no more. Everything is paid in full.
But what does he have after that?
Oh no, he get a lifetime of royalties.
Right. Yeah, he get royalties on so many different people.
Yeah, he get
music and shit.
Yeah, from everybody in the industry, actually.
Pretty much. Like, yeah, he's like the songwriting, publishing of Mike. He got that kind of credentials like what Michael Jackson had. With the exception, not quite, but just with individual singles.
He surpassed Michael Jackson on that.
Did he?
Yeah, we listen. When he surpassed Elvis, I said all hell about to break loose. And when he surpassed Elvis, 3 weeks later, here they come.
48 Laws of Power, outshining the master. That'll do it for you. Look at Tyler Perry. He's still ducking and dodging for filing an answer or operative pleading against that lawsuit that he know he been served with.
Listen, I'm definitely gonna cover that case.
Yeah, me too. I mean, you work with him, and you're a familiar face. I seen you on Tyler Perry content.
I'm definitely gonna cover that case because that put all of us in the catch-22. Because have-nots was coming back, so now everything's on hold. So it's like, do we go to Shreveport now, or do we stay in Atlanta?
Right. Wait. So everything in Atlanta is on hold because of that?
Everything big,
everything Tyler Perry, TP.
Yeah, everything TP is on hold going forward.
And honestly, I think I might actually look how T got something to tell you. I think I might actually take that up in Shreveport. I know people in Shreveport. It's cheaper to live there.
50 got that on 50 and Cat Williams got that on lock for that whole Shreveport, Alabama thing.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I need to write them and their producers letters.
Yeah, I heard Hollywood is going to Texas now, but I heard everybody in Hollywood is going to Dallas.
Yeah, that's what it is. Only thing that's here in LA is casting. Like if you're in LA, you really have to tap into your network of people that you know that's gonna refer you. If you ain't got no network to refer you, like I go get my hair done by somebody who is going to be the stylist on a Method Man set come January, and now I probably get a role in a Method Man movie, not by auditioning but by referral.
Right.
You know, so yeah, you're gonna have to start like, and that's another thing with me, like why I'm a big change that I had inside. It was like, you're projecting and you're pandering to a lower vibration on YouTube, which is not who you really are or the people that you surround yourself with in real life. That's why I'm saying y'all people attacking me on YouTube, attacking my person, people that I know and that really rock with me and that I've known for years and that have opportunities for me would be like, why are you even in a position to where these people can affect you, let alone even give a fuck? Like people that I know that can take my career to the next, I really need to start utilizing them. These are the same people that hear people or know people talk shit about Jay-Z and Beyonce every fucking day. Chris Spencer's my neighbor. Lil Nas X is my neighbor. I can walk this house right now.
Well, question. You ain't going to Lil Nas X house right now because
no, I'm not.
Yeah, matter of fact, he's still in the mental institution.
No, he got released, didn't he?
I don't. For the last I heard that he was still under observation. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell was he taking.
He's my neighbor, and on that video, that he was on, I seen a local business that I'm always walking to, and so I was like, does he still own his house? Because I thought he was renting his house here in my area, but that's actually his house. He's been owning it, and all he do is have them little white boys over there, and all of them addicted to crystal meth. So yeah,
on.
Huh?
What was he on? Because you can clearly tell he was under the influence of something.
I just told you what they do. These motherfuckers are hooked on crystal meth, and he lived right up the road and down the road from him, Keke Palmer house. So I live in it. Robert Kardashian lives, Raven Simone sold her house, Bella Thorne. Like I live in this area.
Pause. Oh, you said Raven Simone?
Yeah, she sold her house. It was literally 2 streets back. Like when I go outside just to smoke weed, I used to pass her house all the time. She sold it.
But why she look like Orlando Brown now?
I guess that's who she wanted to be the whole time.
Man. She looked just like Orlando Brown, bro. I was looking like.
And Orlando Brown look a mess, a whole dope head.
Yeah, but he cool though. He cool in real life.
Yeah, but he be acting like Jaguar can't get right online though.
Man, listen. Oh, who said that? Dronty Deb said, wait, didn't everybody die and have nots? Everybody's died except for 2 people. But you know how Tyler recreates shit. So.
And then on top of that, it would be smart for he does that, and then it will also be smart for him because he knew this lawsuit was coming way before the public did. He knew it because I'm pretty sure he knew everything, and so it would be, especially how the lawsuit details how he coincide his real life and his personal feelings about his projects and people within his projects with how he run his personal life. If I got a lawsuit, I'm finna leave everything on a cliffhanger and make the audience think that it ain't coming back. Because if it don't come back, I can then use the excuse or use the manipulate the visual cortex for people like Auntie Dale. Be like, oh, the have and have not is not coming back because everybody's dead. But in reality, it's not coming back because everything is on pause because of that lawsuit.
Yeah, and And it's like, just like now, I'm waiting to hear about Star, because from what I was just told in the email, that everybody coming back on Star.
You talking about Lee Daniels Star?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody coming back in their original role on Star the movie, because Star was leading up to Star and Empire. They was going to clash and come together so that way it can lead up to Baby Boy 2. So
that's interesting.
So with that being said, it's like, I know folks don't want to work with old boy no more. Nobody want to work with him. But
with who? Smollett?
Yeah. Nobody want to work with him no more.
But I'm trying to see how Star Empire can lead up to Baby Boy 2 when John Singleton owns Baby. Does Fox owns Baby Boy?
Fox owned Baby Boy, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
And the way they was going to do it, they was going to have Tyrese and what you call it? They was going to cross gen.
They need to recast Tyrese and Taraji in Baby Boy 2. They need to tell a different story. They need to tell a more modern story with younger people. And that's why I come into play. When I be looking at a lot of this shit, I'm like, these niggas is old and their pineal gland is not as fresh as mine. That's why I say them to go to Hollywood. They just don't know it yet.
But I mean, they can still pull it. But I think I don't know. I can still see Taraji. No. Give me Shania Lathan.
No, I don't want to see neither one of them old bitches. I want to see a young spring chicken, no older than Tiana Taylor. If it ain't Tiana Taylor, it need to be somebody younger. Is what it needs to be. I don't give a fuck if they put a racist theme to it where the man or the woman is white and he black. I don't give a fuck. Look, I think that's what Star is. Like, you got the poor dumb white girl from the, I would rather see that instead of them. They too old. I feel Taraji has outgrown that age, especially with Strauss. Why we don't want to see her like that? We seen Baby Boy with Strauss. Did we not? In a sense.
Well, you got a point. You got a good point. But like I said, at the end of the day, as long as I get a roll on that joint, I don't care.
Period. I feel like we're gonna collaborate, not just on YouTube. We're gonna lift off of this social media stuff. I'm on Twitch, and until YouTube give me my actual channel, that's where I'm gonna be at. Bitch, I'm not nosy hoe. I'm not nosy hoe. I know my power, I know my worth. I'm not finna just let somebody play with me like that.
Where can they find you at on Twitch?
They can find me on Twitch at the Not POV. Can you drop the link to it, please?
Of course. Do I got a Twitch over here? Yep, right here. Boom.
Yeah, Twitch is better than YouTube. And another thing is, like, you know how like people be coming to harass you and then coming back on burners and shit. No, when I block your motherfucking ass, you really block for life. Same thing with Spanish Harlem. Bitch, don't play with me. I don't mean to, take this back and play with people. No, you're blocked for life to where you can't see my content anymore. Twitch, when you block somebody, you can set it up to where it look like you don't even exist to them anymore. They can create a new account, but they got to change their IP address in order to get contact with you. You understand what I'm saying? They got to change their IMEI number. And I'm happy about that. It gives you a sense of peace because it gives you you can't stop content creators from talking shit, but you can block them out of your reality. You can block their audience out of your reality. That's the difference between YouTube and Twitch. So I don't need to go, and it's never been my brand to even go back and forth with somebody. Fuck all of that shit. I don't need to do that to be entertaining or to be funny.
That part.
And Twitch is owned by the white folks at Amazon. Yes, indeed. And by the way, I'm going to TwitchCon in October. So I don't think you're going back to Diddy trial when he gets sentenced.
I doubt it.
Let me see what's going on in Diddy case because I've been gone. And Diddy mad. He mad. He can't get no pink cocaine. But just like I'm pretty sure just like in the state, the feds, they got motherfucking drugs and shit in that motherfucker. So he's still getting high.
Man, you said he can't get no pink cocaine. But they say Diddy a changed man. There you go.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's the not POV.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, so I am listening to. Send me links, Dana. Send me links to who I should clap back at first. I got a couple of ideas in my head.
You already know who I'm going to. Is he going to cover the Keefe D trial? That thing over.
The Keefe D trial is in 2026, ain't it?
No, I thought that was going on already, but I thought they already done figured it out.
No, Keefe D. Last time I checked, Keefe D. What's going to happen in October is there's going to be the Nazaria Harris trial. There's going to be the Big U trial, and the goddamn Lil Durk trial. I think.
When is the Big U trial? But I want to go there and I want to do the Nazaria trial.
The Nazaria Harris trial is in October. Big U trial is in October, or is that Lil Durk trial? One of them in October.
Send me those. Send me those.
Okay. Lil Durk trial is in October. Lil Durk trial date is October the 14th. So I'm gonna go to Lil Durk trial, and then I'm gonna be busy around that time because I'm gonna go from Lil Durk trial, and then that weekend I'm going to TwitchCon in San Diego, and then I'm coming back to Lil Durk trial. So that's gonna give me the opportunity to cross promote to the Twitch community and the Twitch executives. Me covering true crime, so I'll be on my best behavior there to segue into, and maybe I'm thinking because a lot of people expected me to be at Diddy's verdict, and I wasn't there, so I think I will go back there because I got a little piece of something that I'm gonna be hunching on when I go to New York. So I need to go back and visit.
My trial starts.
Your trial with who? With that bitch who hair can't bounce. Yes, I hope she get everything. It's a criminal trial, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I can go and testify.
Listen,
somebody said that. I'm thinking those 3 missing girls in Detroit got something to do with Nazaria Harris case. I'm gonna cover that tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna actually, it's gonna be full docket. I'm gonna start doing research much earlier than I usually do, starting tonight with these losers that I gotta clap back at on Twitch, exclusively only on Twitch, and to the YouTubers who playing my Twitch content, bitch. Y'all already gave me enough free promo. If you hear do baby Duke voice, you getting a strike on your shit and you getting up out of there for playing my copyright. I don't need no help or no thoughts from no peanut gallery. Y'all already spent enough time criticizing me. Okay,
man. And we got to talk behind the scenes about something too, because I'm about to bring the strike force back out too.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna employ a task force to go ahead and get rid of all these losers that don't do nothing but sit around and talk about me.
Yep, that's where it's about to go.
Yeah, because like I said, that's why I'm on Twitch. I'm good with my 16, 20 people. I'm good with all of that. Yep, he ain't getting no views. Yep, I'm good. I'm okay. I know how to start over and build from the ground up. That's fine with me.
So you mean to tell me Durk trial?
What'd you say?
Durk trial is when?
Who?
For the Lil Durk trial. When is that?
Lil Durk. Okay, I just Googled it. October the 14th. And Nazaria Harris trial starts on the October the 11th. Last time I seen the Nazaria Harris trial date. Where's Jarvis? But August.
So so I'm thinking like after my trial, I can go straight to the Nazaria Harris, then jump to I mean, I gotta put a lot of time in that work. Cause my trial, then Nazaria trial, then Durk trial. I'm undecided about TwitchCon, even though I stream live on Twitch all the time. Like we on Twitch live now.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm thinking the Big U trial is no. Mo 3 trials November the 13th, I believe.
Mo 3? I thought that shit was over.
I believe it's November 13th.
Is anybody going to cover the missing truck drivers in South Carolina? I'll do research and I'll add that to my show. If you come over to,
I think Gerald got that.
Oh yeah, he needs to.
Yeah.
Well, I do. I get the information from him. I actually need to call him. Oh my goodness, they apprehended daintezjackson to Mexico. Let me see. Them trolls that begin coming and do anything for some attention. Let me see. Deja.
Hey, for the EJ, why you put nigga up there? Come on, bro.
No, that's yeah. Block that person. That person is lying. We don't see none of that shit. No charges. Let me. Where you getting this shit from? Let me go to the source of it all. I know what place be posting all the team before it hit the blogs. I know where they go to get all their content from. That's why I stay ahead of the game.
It gotta be that one dude that we both know.
I don't know that motherfucker. These motherfuckers that's been. I just wish I can get one day in a room with these bitches with no police. Now you got, huh?
Hold on. As of August 25th, daintezjackson, also known as Imani Green, has not been extradited to Mexico and remains in the United States. However, they already apprehended daintezjackson to Mexico. They said, wait a minute, no, that's not true. Hold on, right here, say Shanquilla Robinson finally get justice. daintezjackson has been arrested and extradited to Mexico to face charges. Hold on, wait a minute. That was 2 months ago, so something ain't right.
Right.
Cabo 6 memo responds to lawsuit filed, and this was June the 20th. Something ain't right. New filings reveal details in Shanquilla Robinson's case. Hold on, 1 hour ago. Oh, that was 5 days ago. daintezjackson Robinson has been arrested. daintezjackson's been arrested. She is held in federal custody and is waiting to be extradited to Mexico to be charged for femicide. Oh, so she might still be in holding it then.
Let me see.
And she might.
She ain't gonna make it over there. They gonna call her all kind of nigga bitches, and I can't wait.
Yeah, Gerald would have been had that, so I don't know.
Let me call him. You mind if I call him while we live?
Man, that's fam. Man, tell that nigga.
First of all, I was gonna do it anyways. I just need to ask your permission.
Fuck you.
Your call has been forwarded.
Oh, not this nigga that forwarded me. Hey, he just said what's up to me like 2 hours ago. Hey, did daintezjackson get arrested and extradited? You're probably in the bushes watching.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Crash Out Report?
Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, the 3 girls in Detroit have been found and brought home. My baby daddy, that's their cousin. My daughter's second cousin. Wow, I want to know more what happened. Let me know if you don't mind me asking.
I ain't even hear nothing about that. Crash Out Report. Okay, hey, Crash Out Report. Shoot, I didn't know what it was. Dory Marie. Okay. I'm definitely gonna go and cover the Najee Harris case.
Listen, I don't know. All that shit that I done did, nigga Jarvis Butt's son called me, the baby mamas, they mad because I pulled up their addresses on Google Maps and shit, because they live right there by 7 Mile and Bird. One of them, I think her name Latasha, they said if I come to Detroit, they were going to feed me to the alligators.
Alligators?
Yeah, they got that's how the gangsters get rid of bodies and stuff. That's why that girl was dropped off right there by 7 Mile and Bird by that river bank, and they got a whole bunch of clothes out there, knowing that the gators can't digest no clothes. They go there and feed people to the gators.
So you think that's what they did to Nasir Harris?
Yeah, there's alligators in Detroit, and the people, dumbass people from Detroit, come and arguing with me, and I can pull up a news clip. Oh, Detroit in the morning, they got alligators, and it's about 4 or 5 different publications. They even got fucking petting zoos with alligators and shit in Detroit. So yeah, they I can't go to Detroit. They said that I was gonna end up right over there too, by 7 Mile and Bird.
So how they gonna threaten you in an open case?
They just exactly. They did it to that other nigga, that nigga with them courage the cowardly dog eyes. That nigga that live in Detroit, that's on 8 Mile and Berg or wherever the fuck that nigga went over there to Shannon and Marquita house. They ran that nigga up out of there, and he had a pistol. They said he left his pistol and everything, and got the fuck on, and they talk about Nasir Harris case no more.
So why he run?
Huh?
So why he run? Yo, you got a pistol.
Okay, Dana, listen. Y'all still saying ain't no gators. Dana, you on YouTube? Because I'm finna go. I'm sick of these niggas from Detroit. You on YouTube? Go, Google Detroit alligators and let the white folks tell us. They don't like to listen to black people when we tell them common sense.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, Detroit alligator. Oh shit. Detroit alligator refers to several recent highly publicized incidents where alligators were found in and around Detroit, Michigan. Despite being non-native to the area, these reptiles are typically found in the southern U.S. Okay. Metro Detroit man helps police capture 4-foot alligator. Where there's one, there's many more.
And keep on reading. You're going to see all the articles, and these niggas will still sit up here.
Yo, it's too.
Mm-hmm.
Alligator rescued from Michigan home. Shockingly, not the first time. Wellness check in Detroit leads to alligator discovery. Lakes Park alligator gives valiant effort in trying to scale water. Oh my God, yo. Alligator spotted in E-course, rescued and taken to a shelter. Alligator sighting on Belle Isle. Alligator found in bad shape outside a drug house.
Outside of a drug house. You know that alligator got some body stuck in it. Just like how they used to feed people to the pigs, they feeding them to the gators now.
Michigan State Police find alligator doing drug raid. Yo,
and how many is this one article or is this many sources that you see?
As many, man.
I rest my case.
Listen, I'm scrolling.
They said that they were gonna feed me to one of them gators if I touch foot in Detroit, so I can't go to that case.
Man,
I'm scared for my life.
Man, listen. That's crazy. That's crazy. But look, how can they find you tonight?
You guys can find me on Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter at DOPOV, DOPOV. I do not have no YouTube channel. Anybody got a YouTube channel posting my content? I'm coming for it. I don't have no YouTube channel. I don't want to be around these YouTube personalities that call themselves the GOAT. Now, I am actually still fighting for my main YouTube channel. I'm waiting for something in the mail, and I'm going to fight for it. And if I get it back, we still hold the same stance that YouTube is an Indian plantation that I choose not to be on. And we just going to, do our content on Twitch and make Twitch our main platform. So it's really about getting people up off of their ass and downloading or engaging with a new app, which is one of the hardest things to do, especially with low vibration of people. They're stuck on fast food, stuck on stupid, stuck on all the bullshit. And so thank you guys to the people that love me, that respect me, that appreciate me, and that look out for me and that pull up whenever I'm on Twitch. I will be doing a show on Twitch, and I will be addressing some of the people that decided to use me as content. And I'm trying to figure out, should I pass them the ball or should I just not say their name? I'll try passing somebody the ball. And I know exactly who I'm going to start with. That bitch that looked like Laverne Cox with some titties on her shoulder. That's who I'm going to start with. That one. Because the rest of them are zealous. Let me see. They ain't even go live. They've been waiting for me to respond. They even gonna take this little video that I did with you to go live and talk about it and make them a whole video. Oh,
Nah,
you
man.
because they're not the algorithm. Bitch, y'all the fools who decided to make me y'all content. I'm your content. I'm in your algorithm. Okay, that's fine. Let's see how that work out for you in the end. Y'all work for me. Nobody is interested in you unless you're working for me. Okay.
So y'all heard it from Denied himself. Y'all heard all the live reaction to everything. He gave y'all all in one. So can't nobody say, oh, Denied didn't talk about it. He talked about it.
They expect what they expect me to do is go on these long monolithic rants and tangents and throw a tantrum. I'm gonna do that too, just on my own time. So you're gonna be forever content, I swear.
The crash out report said, imagine doing a raid and you find an alligator in a bathtub. That's my last day at work.
Right. That she in Detroit.
And because if you pull that curtain back and that gator bites you, you done.
Right.
You done.
You're done. The done.
Right. Because he going to surely death row. And
exactly.
if you know how to roll with him, you in trouble. But all right, bro. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you, man. Definitely our trial start on 10, I think it's 10-3.
Did you request for the cameras to be there? Because I would love to see her piece ahead get up there and try to testify on her own behalf. You don't even got to show the back of the head with a piece the verse at, and I'll be cool with that. So are you gonna have people coming up there to, document on it and blog on it like how she blog at other people try. She want to be a celebrity so bad. Now that's your chance. You going up there with Ernesto, you went up there with Diddy, and now we gonna make sure that you the content.
So I got a question. Because when I covered the trial, I actually covered the trial.
Mm-hmm.
What was the point of her going up there? Because she didn't cover the trial.
She didn't. She wanted to put me and everybody else who was smart in her camera to do the work for her, and I immediately said no to her. All she wanted to do, she just wanted to be in a proximity, and she felt like Diddy's the trial, and if I go up here, I can get notoriety just because I'm here. You still had to put in work. Armand put in work. Even though some of the shit that I seen him doing afterwards, I was
in work.
Everybody put in work. I put in work. Dana put in. Whether you agree with the type of work that one person or the next person put in, we all put in work.
Because I ain't gonna lie, leaving that damn courthouse, I was tired. I was tired, and it's like what I want to do. And everybody was asking me like, "Yo, why don't you go inside?" No, because I want to catch everything that's going on outside. It's too many people inside and not enough people outside.
Well, I tried to do a balance because I'm like, you can tap into the mainstream media and give them an opinion, and you can also tap into the content creator realm of it. So I was, all over the place. That's why I was like, okay, during lunchtime, I'll come out and be intellectual, articulated, and then get them a little bit of what's happening outside. After it, we already outside, so I found my own little way.
So what you think about Diddy's team fighting one another now?
Wait, I'm so lost. They're fighting each other?
Yeah, one of the lawyers was fighting with Nicole Westmoreland.
Okay, Nicole Westmoreland is from Atlanta.
Right.
So which other lawyer was fighting with her? And was it publicly done?
Yeah and no. Because it was like over something that was said. And I think it was Mark Agnifilo, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the thing about it is Mark Agnifilo, at first when I kind of had to walk out on his closing argument, but then I had to realize, I was like, you know what? He's a New Yorker. He has his personal style of doing things. And I'm like, Nicole West Martin, she be able to, articulate herself and pander to the black people to at least get a hung jury. I never said that she would have been able to deliver an argument to get a not verdict guilty,
Right.
not verdict. So Mark being a New Yorker, he knows how New Yorkers act. And I felt like if you was going to get a not guilty or there was reasonable doubt, the black people already was at reasonable doubt. So when Mark delivering the closing argument to the older people that have that, like, I mean, I went to a comedy club and I got second place to a guy who these New Yorkers thought it was so fucking funny to tell a joke about incest relationships with his sister. And they thought that shit was funny. It was like, it's weird. And so when Mark was up there saying fathers have sex with their daughters, and when I walked out, but that's what they understand as humor in New York City. So I got it. I didn't get it because to me that's not humor. Like, if I some incest shit like that going on around me and my family, like the nigga who doing it, bitch, we gonna hang you by a rope on a tree, shoot your face off, and blame it on the Illuminati for doing some shit like that in the black community. If you ask me, like, we're not gonna do that.
So definitely, man. And I gotta invite you on my political page when we talking politics and Trump and all these Trump haters and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like talking politics. Like, again, that's the thing. I like talking politics, but you wouldn't know it if you only come around for the mess and when I'm talking about a content creator. But you would know it if you come around to when I'm doing a whole show. I start with the mess and I always end with politics. Always.
Right. Right. So, and then we got to tackle this R. Kelly case because I know you ain't have time to look at it yet.
I don't listen. I'm just gonna sit the R. Kelly case out. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna sit it out.
Here we go.
No, I'm sitting it out because
I ain't gonna let you sit it out.
No, he was gonna let me sit it out because I don't have an opinion on that.
But I'm gonna give you all the paperwork, and you gonna put yourself.
I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time to play catch up. You know, and he said, I believe I can fly now here jailbird with no wings.
See, you got jokes.
I'm good. No shade to the R. Kelly supporters or to the people that dislike him. I'm just on the sideline. I can't get that Boondocks episode out my head. And so I can't get Armand pouring baby oil on his body like it was the Diddy version of R. Kelly episode out my head. I'm good on it.
Wait a minute. Hey, Mr. What? If you prosecute, R. Kelly gonna pee on your cat. And listen, man. I had a good time with all the folks that I was around in New York, and it was good, it was genuine and all that. Mm-hmm. And every time I'm around y'all folks, it's good, genuine. Listen, man, let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and create a community of content creators that's not with the bullshit, that can get along, and that lives on every walk of life. So that's where I'm at now. All of the ones that want to keep the shit going, fuck them, keep them where they at, and everybody else just progress and go forward. I'm about to get up out of here. I thank you for coming, bro. I thank you for giving the truth of what happened. I thank you for experience and sharing your experience in LA jail. Because I'm tired of people, I'm going to look up the knot. Oh, one last thing. They said you had plastic surgery. And I'm sitting back like, he looked like his regular self.
Listen, Dana, if I had plastic surgery, the only relevance that would be for my personal, what would be for me is if I had a personal brand. You would never hear me say how good I look, but you would hear people say that. You would never hear me say, I got perfect teeth, but you would hear people say that. You would never hear me brag about the superficiality. Looks fade. And so for anybody that's focused on my looks, they say that they say that I got a filter on because my skin is clear. And when you see me in person, some people actually say I look better. So I just let people talk.
Listen, I ain't gonna front. And to not ask, be getting these damn lemon, these lemon drinks. And that nigga will have you fucked up 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm telling you, man, I don't know how he do it. But he get these little lemon drinks.
You talking about the buzz balls.
Yeah, that's what the bud was. Shout out to Uda on the go. Uda said holla at him too, man.
Uda did a whole video about me. I seen the clip because I was like, oh, that nigga smart. He made a little short, but I ain't see the whole video because I know I'm gonna hit him up.
But he called me today, asking was everything all right, and he proud of you and all that. So
I'm gonna hit him up.
It wasn't nothing
Yeah,
like
Uda one of them people that where I don't have to talk to him for months, but anytime I go back to New York, I'm gonna hit you up. I'm like Uda will probably know I'm going to New York before I even book the ticket. You know,
that's what's up. That's
so it is. But again, he did a video on me, and so if he said one thing I don't like, I gotta get him. He can't take it personal. You understand? It's just that's what it is. Even Stormin', bro. Like, okay, you didn't like at the trial, like you done made you done use your big platform with 300,000 people subscribe to you to call me a slave when I'm talking about Ray J. And I'm like, nigga, you could have been in New York. You got a girlfriend in New York. Why you ain't here? Because you gay. You scared of coochie. Why you ain't here? Because you scared. And then I went in on it. You can't take that personal, because if you go in on me, you might as well go in for the kill, because that's what's finna come to you.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, so it's
folks. But I'm like, yo, if you come at me, that's fine. But when I respond, you can't get mad at the regulated and response.
Exactly. Storm Monroe, he go to reporting you and shit. He mad because when I get him like nobody else. Even Tasha K will be gagging at his ass because I do him in better than anybody else, and I've been here the shortest. So leave me alone. Like when I first came here, I was Sean Davy Wade, King Payne, but them nigga was madder than the motherfucker. Started doxing behind paid walls and all that shit. But I was getting them every day.
I never forget when they paid Sean Davy Way to come at me. I said, boy, that's the last thing you ever want to do.
Listen, I ate him up for 7 months every day straight. 7 months. You hear me? I did him worse than I did Miss Netta and Charles. And then he had to wait for me to get done with Miss Netta and Charles to get his shit popping.
Miss Netta?
They're scared of me.
Everyone knows they a fruitcake. I don't know about him being a fruitcake now. I don't know about Ray J being a fruitcake. I don't know about that.
And the thing about it is, like, if I can show you the day I said that and it went viral, Ray J was in my DM cussing me out and whack 100. Why you saying that about these? Like, you would never know if I know somebody or not, but the people that know me and know how I give it up, they don't take it personal. They don't. Even when I went live, I said Whack 100 was at the Whack 100 called the police and had me arrested. That's why I was in jail. Nigga went back and told him, "No, you play too." You know, like it's just banter. It's almost like the Nicki Minaj when she did Barbie Dreams. She just like roasted her peers on one song and it kind of like, put her back in the good graces of her peers or whatever the case may be. But these niggas ain't none of my peers. They was talking about me, so I got to clap back.
Oh Lord, this about to get ugly. I'm about to get hold on. I got some Garrett popcorn mix up there. I got the mix. I'm gonna go pull the popcorn out.
Oh, and X for F, Y, and Z. For those of you who want to know who's gonna be on the docket and what content creator I'm going at the juggler with, it will be Storm Monroe in his horse face of a bitch, and Cynthia. They getting it. Them three.
Who's Cynthia?
I call that bitch bald head Cynthia, the bitch that you got from. Cynthia, yes. I call her bald head Cynthia.
Man.
I want to see her get her hair flat iron if the iron can grab it. You get some fucking waves, them bitches ain't got no bounce in it. You can't use no fucking curlers in your hair. You got to use your finger. You know them the bald head bitches that get the wave like. It's no shade. It's no shade. Do what you got to do. And I'm not picking at people that cannot buy their hair. TLC said you can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if it says so. But anyways, yeah.
He said, the crash report said, like Carlissa, Oh shit.
Oh no, Carlissa definitely on the docket. That's it. Yes, she definitely on the docket. She gonna stay on the docket because ain't nobody told her to put my dick in her mouth the other day when she was talking to that Looney Tune.
Ooh.
We're not gonna say no Looney Tune. It's some infectious characters. No matter where my name at, they all in the chat on burners and all watching, looking for Hunt for some attention. These bitches put my name tattooed on their neck just to get in alignment and get a conversation going.
I was in your chat when you was talking about that. Oh, the one that's supposed to be the secret informant to AT2?
That is something you'll notice a pattern. Everybody that I throw away and that I don't want to deal with, they will go attract themselves to the losers, to the ugly, low vibrational creatures who cannot function without fucking with people.
Oh, the same thing they try to do with me over here in the R. Kelly sector. Same thing.
Somebody said, the world knows your name just because you went to jail for you're internationally famous. They know my name from Diddy. They know my name from Mahogany Jackson. They know my name from the Isaiah Harris trial. They know my name from going to jail. They know my name from different things. They know my name for roasting the dragon. I'm known in so many different sectors, and they just so want everybody's opinion of me to be the same, and it's just not going to happen. Like these low vibrational creatures, you can't go tell these people that got attracted to me for speaking black intellect about law and black community issues. You can't tell these people, even on Clubhouse, throughout all the bullshit and the mess, that even those people who first impressions last, and they work overtime trying to tear down and reconvince people of what they first saw. You're not going to tell nobody you're not going to convince them that I'm a bad person. And even if you do, what does that have to do with the knowledge and the information and the entertainment that I offer? Because when I get off, I'm going to sleep at night. And when they get out, they're going to sleep at night, knowing subconsciously that they don't know me. And chances are they would never be in the same room as me. So why do they care who I'm fucking and sucking or not? Or what I'm doing? Somebody said, you should just open a zoo for your docket list. We is going to put the hyena in a fucking zoo. We definitely going to get them tomorrow. And I think Crash Out, I'm going to let you name my docket list for the zoo.
I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
But I think we got to share a sub, bro. I want Crash Out over here.
I'm not going to crash out over here.
No, I said I want Crash Out over here.
Why?
So I think we got to share. Because Crash Out don't be playing no games.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Who is Crash Out?
The one right here.
Oh, the Crash Out. Oh, yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Theoretically, I'm on your platform. They put my name in the title. You got my subscribers being hoodwinked by them. Hoodwinked by that fish-eyed fool that looked like a splatter bug in the face. Yeah, hoodwinked and going to him, listening to him say he had a dream about me and how he wanted to pray for me when his own family cut him off. So I prefer for them to support you if I'm on your channel. I mean, that's the point. That's the call to collaboration. But why would they go and support and engage with people who just spew hatred towards me? And then when they find out that it's not affecting me and I'm on an upward trajectory, they're hesitant to speak to me because they know they did me wrong.
Thank you so much, Crash Out Report. I'm definitely about to go subscribe back to you. Man, listen, bro. And we definitely got to collab about some other stuff. And definitely, I'm definitely covering. And we definitely going to cover some of the same trials. Me, you, and Uda, and probably Gerald.
Yeah.
So
that Milagro trial is happening in Florida. I think I'm gonna go home then in November.
Who?
Milagro and Megan Thee Stallion trial is happening in
Florida.
Yeah, Miami, Florida.
But ain't Milagro Beyonce's niece's cousin or something?
I don't know nothing about that.
Megan need to stop and quit the shit, man.
Damn, when I went to jail, she was ordered to pay $5,000.
Who?
Mob Radio.
Wow.
For talking about Megan. November the 17th. right before Thanksgiving.
Wow. $5,000 for what?
Violating the gag order. And she's so bad. She so wanted to violate it early today. I was listening to her on station here, and she was like, "Oh, Glow really need her shine and her respect, and she's gonna be honored. She better than other people out here, you know, that's getting praised that don't deserve it." You know, she was talking about Megan Thee Stallion, but she ain't say that bitch name at all.
All right, bro, and we got a link. Cause matter of fact, I might go to that trial too.
Yeah, I'm going. Might as well. It's gonna be around Thanksgiving. I go back home around that time. TwitchCon and Lil Durk. Yeah, in November. I'm gonna go home.
Right, and I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, so
yeah, okay. And I should be, fully optimized and acclimated on Twitch by then. I should things should be taken off. Like if what's so scary about Twitch is Twitch does not give you an algorithm. YouTube give you an algorithm and refer your content and recommend. Twitch doesn't do any of that. It's all you.
Yeah, you gotta build it.
So
all right, bro. Let me get out of here. Thank you for stopping through. We definitely gonna rap. We definitely gonna holler. We definitely gonna do more collabs.
For sure. Much love, buddy.
Nothing but love. And we out of here.
Yeah, bye.
Thank y'all for joining me on this joint tonight. Y'all know how we do. I had to get my bro on here because he had to do his thing, since he been home. Shout out to the Knot. Go like, share, subscribe. The Knot POV on Twitch. Oh, man. But guess what? I'm up out of here. Y'all be blessed. Gone.
Now they won't overbook me. I was down bad, I shook it. Ain't nobody gave shit to me. I took it. Might as well pop shit since they look it. My bitch, do you know how long it took it? Why did I take too long to book it? How shit can smell what I'm cooking? Every time I book the fuck. I'm a friend I told you. Book the fuck. I was yeah, book. It's crazy. Give me 7 bitch, I'm book the fuck. Turn around, turned up on both the niggas. I thought I was local, nigga. Now they street no dope with niggas. That's what I told the niggas. I'ma need that deposit up front. Nigga, that's 2,500. Yesterday ain't the same price today. Nigga can't afford me no way. Can I get a yes? Nigga, stop, sitting, stress. But I'm out here studying no business. Bitch, no business and no blaze. Niggas broke talking about who the best. Who the dope sticking notes all over my day. I was saved by the bell like I'm Mr. Bell. They hate to tell the nigga you fail. Popping plus ice on me. All my pockets swell. I'm up and thank you very much. I'm going out like Elvis.
From Birmingham, Alabama, to Memphis, Tennessee. You forever got a friend in me. I go by CT. Alicia talk your shit's naive.
Never been a phony bitch, I'm cocky and I'm too nice. Nothing like you bitches that be fucking on the first night. Niggas get caught thinking they be cheating on their own wife. Don't get mad at me cause I've been fresh like this my whole life. Any disrespect, you know we coming in it's on sight. Most you bitches rapping just be capping and you can't fight. Running down on one of you hoes under the street light. All up on the internet trolling claim you got me right. I've been fighting demons, they been chasing me my whole life. There's so many wrongs in my life, I gotta make right. This ain't what I imagined my life was supposed to be like. Hope that nigga when he make fail, then he was up right. All these niggas claiming they real, ain't even cut right. These niggas ain't be acting like bitches, they better get right. These niggas out here killing, taking chances when they don't like. These niggas out here switching to make fail, they ready to take flight.
Lisa, you ain't never lied. Niggas talking slick, then you know we gotta slide. I pray I catch these motherfuckers when they going live. You know I hit them up like Machiavelli still alive. If you play me like a pawn, find your body in the trunk. Hey, you smelling like a skunk while we smoking on that bomb. Lies be the bomb, fuck a unfit trunk. Ballin' on these bitch stay niggas slam dunk. Took a trip out to Houston to holler at my homegirl toy. Told Lisa the plan when we see old boy. Life is a game and it's time to roll the dice. Kill them all and let them live. Memphis nigga never been too nice. Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, check it. I'm going live in 30 minutes to drop that R. Kelly paperwork. All right. Hit me in 20 minutes.